bother you. And here the man done killed a dog and there's nothing to be done about it.
I would hate to see, for instance, joggers taking to the streets with pistols in their belt. I think that at this point that the bill needs to be withdrawn and a little more fully discussed before it's signed.
There are two ways to stop the bill from becoming law. The governor can veto it by May the 9th, or the House sponsor, Representative Wood, can ask that the bill be recalled from the governor's desk. Terry Dorsey, Channel 4 News.
President Reagan today promised Japanese Prime Minister Nakasone that he would veto any restrictive trade bill between the two countries. This promise came after the House passed a sweeping bill aimed at cracking down on unfair foreign trade practices. The bill includes an amendment calling for sanctions against countries who refuse to reduce their large trade surplus. The bill now goes to the Senate, where it is not expected to be approved with the sanctions amendment. Nakasone, in Washington to speak with Senate leaders, says that he's concerned over the growing trade friction between Japan and the U.S. The Japanese leader surprised President Reagan by offering to lower Japanese interest rates, but in return asked that the president lift new U.S. tariffs against some Japanese products. The president said before any tariff was lifted, he would need proof that Japan had stopped its unfair trade practices of the past. For the second week in a row, college students in South Africa took to the streets to protest that country's apartheid government. And like last week, they were met by riot police. Police used tear gas to break up demonstrations at 3 colleges in Johannesburg and Cape Town. At one of the Cape Town campuses, police arrested an ABC News crew that was covering the incident. There's still more to come on tonight's Scene at 10. After weather, we'll go for a ride in Big Red, a real stretch limousine. That's in our Lifestyles report. And after sports, we'll continue our series.
Kansas City, it's America's heartland, a pleasant place. Also a town that's seeing fear about AIDS. I'm Karen Conley. Later during the Scene at 10, we'll introduce you to a man who's reacting to that fear. That's coming up during our Unit 4 series, AIDS, Our Problem.
Nissan announces time is running out. The time to get 3.9% factory-sponsored financing or up to $800 cash back on your Nissan hardbody truck ends May 4th. So get down to your Nissan dealer before it's too late and get finance savings up to $550 on this tough regular bed, or get this rugged King Cab 4x4 SE with finance savings up to $1,340. But get down to your Nissan dealer now, because 3.9% financing or $800 cash back disappears May 4th.
Well, I've got our brother on the line, and
Sis, I'm not talking to him. Not talking to him.
Listen, I've got three-way calling, and I intend to be using it.
South Central Bell three-way calling is only $275 a month.
It's not my fault we're not talking.
Well, we're going to be talking all 3 ways.
Call now and save $23.50 with free connection on three-way calling.
I'm going to count to 3, and I want to hear brotherly love oozing through these phone lines. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, Bob. Hello, Joe.
I'm proud of Nashville. I grew up here. My roots go long and deep. As Nashville grows and changes, we're making history. Common sense tells me that the decisions we make today will affect generations to come. I want as fine a city as the Nashville I've known all my life. It takes determination, and all of us, working hard, working together.
Gail Robinson, Nashville's next mayor.
It's a real battle of the sexes when Janet falls head over heels in love with a heel. It's all on Three's Company, tonight at 10:30, right here on Channel 4.
Well, will we get any rain, Bill? We need some.
Don't think so tonight, Jeff. Not here in the Nashville area. The chances are very slim. Some showers have been roaming across southern middle Tennessee. Some heavy thunderstorms over in West Tennessee. We'll have a chance of scattered showers on Sunday. Then most likely time coming on Monday. So bear with us. We want to tell the Revs to get out the rain prayers again, you know, and get a start on this thing, because we're going into another month now and still below normal. Okay. Otherwise, here in Nashville for today, or the last 24 hours, a low this morning, 68. Our afternoon high tide, our record high for today. Set on this day just last year, going to 89. The city's air quality good today. The pollen count due to elm heavy. And with the lack of rainfall, of course, a high risk of brush and forest fires. We've had no rainfall at Nashville's Berry Field for the last 24 hours. Monthly total looks as if we're going to end the month of April with that 1.03. We normally would have gotten 4.47 inches of rainfall. So far this year, only 8.69 inches. We're now almost 9 inches, or 10 inches, or 9.88 inches below normal at this point in the year. Right now, the skies are clear. We're at 68 degrees. The winds are light and easterly. The pressure rising. Relative humidity at 54%. Our temperatures around the region, as you can see, quite comfortable. Mid-50s to lower 60s, upper 60s, and lower 70s. Skies pretty much clear over the immediate Middle Tennessee area, but the cold front pretty much in this position where you see the significant cloudiness and the thunderstorms. These showers and thunderstorms just redeveloped here in the last hour or so. Nationally, other showers and thunderstorms are moving across the northern eastern slopes of the Rockies. Showers again continue to be pointed out via the weather radar along that same cold front that's moving towards the south. Temperatures are coldest over the northern New England areas. Everybody else relatively mild. The nation's recorded low temperature this morning, 26 at Duluth in Minnesota, and Tennessee's own Memphis, the nation's recorded high today, 94 degrees. Here's the cold front that's moved through. We're under the influence of the high pressure into northerly winds now. High pressure over the peninsula of Florida was a nice weather maker today. This cold front will be pushed back northward as a warm front tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we should hit maybe 90 tomorrow afternoon, at least 89. Out west today, it's been a rainy night over portions of the Great Basin area and moving into the northern eastern slopes of the Rockies. Overnight low temperatures will be coldest over the northeast, and for tomorrow's forecast map features a mostly sunny, warm day as that cold front starts its way back north as a warm front being pushed by the high pressure system over the Gulf of Mexico. We'll call it 89. We in all probability will go warmer than that for Saturday. Look for a sunny, hot day. Local weather radar showing some showers now developing northwest Tennessee, just west of Paris and Henry County. They continue over extreme southern Middle Tennessee, all moving towards the south at about 20. 69 degrees here on the hill. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, cool. We'll leave the scattered thunder showers in there. Low 54 for tomorrow. Calling that a partly sunny, warm day. High 89. Southwesterly wind 10. Low 60. 5-day forecast, Jeff. Sunny skies throughout the weekend. Chance of scattered showers Sunday. Then again on Monday. Morning lows mainly 60s. Daytime highs near 90. 7:30 tomorrow morning, sunny, 56 in our selected city, Mount Pleasant, down Murray County, sunny and warm to high of 90.
Well, I want to be a Scrooge about the rain, but I wouldn't mind if it started on Monday and kind of leave us alone on Sunday.
Well,
just a little
we'll work some out for you, Jeff. Okay.
Thank you, Bill. We'll be right back.
A special limo for a special occasion. This is Robin Roberts, Big Red, later in this newscast.
Your Subaru dealer is turning your ideas about buying a car upside down. We're turning our deals topsy-turvy because we want to turn over a lot of cars. We're going to give you big dollars in a Subaru. How big? Up to $1,500 cash back from Subaru to you. We'll make you a deal you'll flip over. We'll stand at our heads to give you up to $1,500, even let you use it as a down payment. We want to turn over a lot of cars.
So see one of your 9 Middle Tennessee Subaru dealers by June 2nd.
If you've been looking around and around for a riding mower, look at the Toro A32 rear-engine rider. In the most recent test by a leading independent consumer publication, a Toro was the only one to be rated #1. And since then, we've been going around making improvements, which keeps the other guys going around and around.
See the #1 rated Toro riding mower at these and other fine Toro dealers.
One word distinguishes the American Express card from the others: member. And membership has its privileges.
We lost our card, our cash.
Even our passport. You've come to the right place. I can help you.
That's great. That was an easy sale.
No need to wrap it.
I think I can fix it, honey.
That's why I got buyer's assurance.
I left my prescription medicine at home.
Don't worry. Global Assist can help.
It's the newest way to paint the town red. A 32-foot candy apple red super stretch limousine called Big Red. Lifestyles reporter Robin Roberts says this is no ordinary limo.
What an appropriate name. I thought once you've seen one limousine, you've seen them all, like I've seen a lot of limousines, but this one is different. Some students from Friendship Christian High School in Lebanon wanted to make a special evening a memorable occasion. They saw an ad for Big Red and thought, why not?
Reagan? Oh, there's no one here by that name.
I can't believe it. This is going to be great.
These high school juniors and seniors are truly fortunate. Not only do they get to ride to their school's banquet in style, but their folks are picking up the $200 tab.
Mom, the bill is addressed to you.
Mom's really gonna have a fit when she finds out this 32-foot limousine has a jacuzzi in the back. Ooh, and what about Dad?
My father doesn't know it. My dad said I could have a limo for this year, and so Brad and I decided to go out and get this limo. Of course, when I gave it to my dad, the price,
I'll show you where it is.
he did not know what all was in for the jacuzzi and everything. But he said he'd pay for it, so.
Now, surely these wholesome youngsters wouldn't think of using the jacuzzi. Well, no harm in taking along a swimsuit, you know, just in case.
Your mother's on the phone!
Mom did find out about the jacuzzi. Of course, the jacuzzi is Big Red's most popular feature, but it also has cellular phones, 2 sunroofs, 2 stereos, a TV, color of course, and even a VCR. And there's room for plenty of your friends. In the limo, not the jacuzzi.
The maximum for putting inside the car is 12. And the maximum, of course, for the rumble seat is 2. And the rumble seat has its own stereo in the back. And it has a complete intercom system throughout the car so that anybody in the rumble seat can talk to anybody in the car or up to me.
So what about next year's prom, guys? How can you possibly top Big Red?
Next year, we're going to rent the Goodyear Blimp.
I tried to get Mark to tell us some stories because I'm sure he's got some great ones with a jacuzzi in the back of a limousine, but he's too much of a gentleman.
Times have changed. I went to prom in a '69 station wagon, and
I think I'd rather...
I was pretty happy to have that.
With a '69 station wagon?
At the time.
What Rudy was saying, a 54.
He's dating himself over there.
That's it.
Thank you, Robin.
Sure.
We'll be right back.
It's a powerful driving force moving people all across the country. It's GMC Truck, and it's handling tough jobs every day. And now full-size pickup trucks have extra values. Get automatic transmission at no extra charge on all 1987 GMC full-size pickup trucks. Plus, get air conditioning at no extra charge on specially equipped models, a $1,500 value. And see your dealer for details on low GMAC financing. GMC Truck, it's not just a truck anymore. See your GMC Truck dealer today.
They say the best ones are the hard ones. These you don't break. You try to reach an agreement. And when you do, you head for the mountains. Bush. Head for the beer brewed natural as a mountain stream.
Head for the mountains of Bush beer.
Are you looking for a unique gift for that someone special? Bush Jewelers has a complete line of diamonds, gold, and pearls at tremendous savings.
The quality and beauty of these half-carat fancy-cut solitaires at the reference price of $1,625 is now an exceptional value at $975. Always substantial savings at Bush Jewelers.
Treat that special someone to the luxury of a gift from Bush Jewelers at a price you can afford. Bush Jewelers, City Square, Hendersonville.
Rudy's waxing nostalgic about his '56 Chev, right?
And it looked clean. '56 Chevy.
Spent all day cleaning it,
I look
right?
great in my white socks and tuxedo.
But that was what, in '57, so it was practically brand new.
No, not quite that bad. All right, baseball on top. Jerry Roy still trying to work his way back to the big leagues, was back on the mound for the Nashville Sounds tonight at Oklahoma City. He was hit pretty hard in his first outing here in town last week. Got hit again tonight. Gave up 4 runs in 7 innings of work. All 4 runs were earned, 7 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. But Oklahoma City won it, beat Nashville by the score of 5-2, and the 89ers sweep that series, which was a 3-game series. And this afternoon, New York Mets pitcher Dwight Gooden rejoined the ball club today after being released from a drug rehabilitation center.
I know I made a mistake, and I regret it a lot, but I must turn the page once again because life goes on, and I want to put all this behind me so I can get back to doing things I like, and that's playing baseball and having fun once again. But I threw on the side today, ran a little bit, and I felt great, and things will be better. Thank you.
Tonight on the mound, his ball club Rick Aguilera was the starting pitcher. He gave up 3 runs in the first inning, never gave another hit. Gave up another hit, and the Mets won it, beating Montreal by the score of 11-3. This afternoon was Cincinnati coming from behind to win it in 11 innings over Atlanta by the score of 9-8. St. Louis defeated San Diego, that final 5-4. Several 5-4 scores. San Francisco over Chicago 5-4, and also Pittsburgh tonight defeated Los Angeles 5-4. In the American League, Milwaukee Brewers lost their 3rd game. They are 18-3. Oakland beat them this afternoon 4-1. Dale Earnhardt. No, he's the man they're all chasing, but Bill Elliott did what he was expected to do today, and that was capture the pole position for Sunday's running of the Winston 500 at Talladega. He did it with a record speed of 212.809 miles per hour. Could have been even higher, but the heat was up at 87 degrees, and that made the track a little slippery. Earnhardt will be starting fifth. You can see him at the bottom of the list, so they'll chase him. But Elliott will be the man on the pole. Bobby Allison and his son Davey Allison second and third. Darrell Waltrip, good run for him, fourth, and there's Dale Earnhardt, the points leader, winner of 6 of the last 8 races. Kyle Petty, 6th. Sterling Marlin, 7th. Terry Labonte, 8th. Phil Parsons, 9th. And Lake Speed qualified 10th. Others, Jeff Bodine, 11th. Ricky Rudd, 17th. Cale Yarborough, 18th. Neil Bonnet, 21st. And Richard Petty was 25th. Of course, the hottest man on the circuit right now is Dale Earnhardt, who has won a record-setting 6 of the first 8 races. As we mentioned, he qualified 5th today at over 210 miles per hour. Earnhardt has been equally tough on the super speedways as well as the short tracks, and he really likes Talladega.
I like Talladega, though, because we run so fast, and I like to draft and run that fast. You know, I've always ran well down there when I go, and I'm just really relaxed when I'm going down and racing, so I just enjoy racing there.
Likes that speed.
Yeah.
Houston over Portland in the NBA, 113-101, and some folks really interested. NHL, it was the Islanders over the Flyers, and Quebec beat Montreal 3-2. Some folks interested. Okay.
Thanks, Rudy. We'll be right back.
I don't think there's any society on the earth that's ready to deal with what's coming, or that really, really understands what's coming.
The final frontier, inner space. Toyota builds advanced ground transportation with all the driver room in the world, without a price that's out of this world. Introducing FX, Toyota's lowest price Corolla. It conquers space. Who could ask for anything more? Toyota.
Your health questions are as close as your phone.
HealthLink, may I help you?
HealthLink, from St. Thomas to your good health.
AIDS was first recognized in America's gay communities, but it has long since spread into the country's mainstream. And with that spread has come something that one Vanderbilt researcher calls afraids, acute fear of AIDS. Karen Connolly is here now as we continue our Unit 4 series, AIDS, Our Problem.
Of course, a lot of that fear, Jeff, centers on, is AIDS transmitted casually? No, it is not. We've said that before. We'll continue to say it. You don't get it casually. We've talked about it all week, and we'll continue again tonight. AIDS is changing a lot of things in this country. It's challenged our assumption that medicine can fix just about anything. It's changing the way we look at each other. And for single people, it is most definitely changing dating habits. Kansas City boasts that it has more fountains than any city in the world, except Rome. It's a charming city, full of wide streets lined with prosperous shops. Kansas City is smack in the middle of the country. It's America's heartland, not the sort of place you'd expect to find widespread fear about AIDS. Since 1982, the city has seen 132 AIDS cases. The numbers aren't huge, but the fear of AIDS is here.
Else if X greater than 1 and...
Ken Groh lives in Kansas City. He's a computer expert. But Groh claims to be an expert in another field, the field of being single. Being single, says Groh, means occasional loneliness, the fear of rejection, and now, because of AIDS, the fear of death.
I can live with rejection, okay? But I can't live with death. I mean, you know, I can't live with this problem, obviously. I know that's a funny play on words, but I can't live with the fear of death.
Kansas City is full of young single people, and Groh claims among his single friends, the fear of AIDS is rampant.
Even a social kiss is being shunned. Everybody's becoming absolutely afraid to touch or to socialize with anyone else.
Groh says he's found a way around that fear. He's formed a singles group called Fresh Start. So far, he claims to have recruited 150 people to the club.
This is a club of concerned individuals, a club of very scared people that don't want to stay in the home, They want to come out and socialize with other people that share their same fears and their same concerns.
But before they can do any sharing, they have to pass this, a blood test. You can only join Fresh Start if you aren't carrying the AIDS virus. You have to prove you're healthy with a new blood test every 3 months.
The point of this is not sex. The point of this is life.
Groh says the test isn't a license to be promiscuous. This isn't a swinging singles club. Kansas City has at least one other singles group that requires AIDS testing. Both have come in for criticism.
Good morning, Good Samaritan Project.
The Good Samaritan Project is a support group for Kansas City AIDS victims. Director Virginia Allen says groups like Fresh Start can promote a false sense of security.
The approaches that are being used with the I Am Clean cards and requiring a negative antibody test for the virus, those are not helpful or healthy approaches.
So far, most of Kansas City's AIDS patients have been gay, but Allen predicts she'll soon be working with many straight people if heterosexuals don't change their behavior. She's not optimistic.
You know, I said before that I think what will change people's behavior totally will be when they are pallbearer at someone's funeral that they've cared about, who died with this disease.
The Centers for Disease Control predicts that in 4 years, heterosexuals will account for 1 in 11 new cases of AIDS. But even the center's own scientists say that number may be too conservative.
And one thing that's been consistent throughout the epidemic, I think, is that people have underreacted and have underestimated the number of people that are infected in their community.
Communities like Kansas City, places away from the big urban centers, will see 80% of the new AIDS cases